So this is the entrance. Birds. Imetengenezwa na
different feathers from different birds.
Zinaitwa motonye.
From the
Masai.
Yeah. It's from the youth.
From big and colorful birds, as you can see here, from big before 𝐼𝐻 is circumcised. Kai ni kubwa. Until before he wanders about the countryside with his friends catching birds for his headdress. Oh, hao ndo wanajitafutia. Abu. Luo. So big and beautiful. Ni watu wako na nguvu. Then to the butterflies.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, there's an equator, there's a yellow.
The yellow ones.
The yellow one, yeah, the yellow.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
Then the upper, northern and stuff.
Nini yo?
Central Island. Wow.
Umetoa macho.
Central Island.
Lake Turkana.
Yeah. Imagine it's so beautiful and it's found in Kenya.
Yeah.
We should one day visit. People from Turkana should invite us to come and see this, an island. Like it's so, like unajua island, most of the time you look at the Indian Ocean islands and stuff, but in like Turkana. It's different color.
And the water is clear.
For the first like 200 meters ni salty, but ukishaingia ndani maji inakuwa fresh.
Wow. Na kuna fish.
Yeah, definitely.
And kill
maybe
for ceremony.
I can try.
Oh.
Photo.
The photo.
People should learn how to draw photos, like what wako into creative art, drawing.
Photo.
You never know, maybe one day your photo will be showcased in the museum.
Hey, no, it's a lot of money, but they that.
Peoples.
Oh, kaile tuliona huko. She iko so clear.
So clear. Mimi naonekana. This is the fun of touring.
Hey, come take me.
It's the fun of touring. Oh, we are sanitizing, by the way.
Keep safe.
Keep safe. Remember.
Keep safe.
Okay, our masks are in our bags. Because we have to talk, people have to see. This is lighting, but it's so clear.
Yeah.
We are still in the museum. Imagine it's the entrance and we're already enjoying the experiencing. Guards. I know. Milk, preservation of milk, 𝐿𝐴𝐿. Imagine right now we could be using such stuff. If plastics could not have been introduced, we are not against plastic industries, but for environmental concerns, this is what we could be using.
So fashionable.
Like here, it's so fashionable, so pretty.
You can just walk around.
Yeah, this one right here. Like you can easily, it goes with any outfit. Look at this one.
Nice.
The design. Siwa, it's called Siwa. I think you can see, you can read through the words. See what the ceremonial side blown horn. You can just read through the words and get to know about it. And so big, very big. Imagine if it's one person. Energy. And you can know the power of a man, yeah. Wow. To the traditional wear. I'll have to have such a thing in my house. Like, just look at it. You just come. So this is the view of where we have come from, the entire thing. Like, this is what we've literally showed you. What we literally, like, the first thing you see as you come to the museum. It's a beautiful place to be in. Make an effort of being here. So we're going to the other section.
Well, this is Lake Turkana. Lake Nakuru, I mean.
You sure?
Not
Flamingos and stuff, yeah. Yeah. Let's angle in Impana. It's like at the last part,
at the topmost, yeah.
Yeah, the topmost part. So to the next section, world of mammals. I don't know. Yeah. We are mammals.
So we are going to our section.
Imagine by standing here, unajua weight.
Yeah, and you can compare your weight to different types of animals over here.
Looking at the animals. 50. Different animals. Elephant, zebra, giraffe, the skull of an elephant. And it's so big. So big. In fact, it's hammered. Maybe to name it a castle.
Made of marsabit.
It's a relative of the giraffe. It's found in the equatorial forest. I think we need to go to Congo. Imagine looking at such a picture. Like iko Kenya, iko Kenya, like iko Congo.
Lazima uende
Congo. But is that
at least tuko na nini ya
giraffe?
picture.
Yeah, but at least tuko na picture and you can see it from this angle. Then the giraffe, it's always tall. Most of us here are tall, but buffalo. It's called the wild cow.
Wild cow.
Wild cow.
Yeah. Sinakaa ng'ombe, like inakaa ng'ombe.
With horns.
With horns.
Oh, na India
By the way.
India huwa na rare buffaloes.
Hadi wanarea elephants.
Niliona buffalo zilikuwa zina nini? Hii size za kijabe. Zilikuwa zina nini?
Oh, chiki hiyo elephant.
Ni kubwa, but imagine this is like a picture. It's more of a picture, si ndio?
Like sasa imagine
In real.
So unaweza freak out manzi. The largest mammal.
If your kids have phobia of animals, they just come and see the sculptures, and from it they can learn how a zebra looks like, how an elephant looks like. Like, it's fun being here.
I had promised to show them a buffalo.
A buffalo.
I mean
A hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Imagine hippos, they're found in rivers, some lakes, but come to Lake Victoria.
Yeah.
You can easily come. We also have hippo joints in Lake Victoria, Kisumu. But we'll go there one day.
Place.
You wanted to show them your head can
No.
Me, I'll show you. Ouch. If it decides to swallow me, go ahead.
This is just a picture.
This is a dolphin. Well, I'll want to swim with dolphins. People say dolphins are humans' friends. Dolphins? Yeah. The movies you watch, about dolphins swim with people. They are friendly.
Watu wa Komoro.
An elephant. A picture of an elephant. Do we look familiar with elephants? Can you imagine your relatives? We all look very different from each other and live in different habitats, yet we share common origin among ourselves. We are diverged branch terminals of the same tree. We are all mammals. Yeah. Evidence of our relationship is still in our genes. Okay, there are some things that we do alike. Eating. So you eat. Amen. Fossil records, yeah.
Fossil.
The
Fossils
Homo erectus, blah blah blah. A tree hyrax lives in trees and feeds on leaves and fruits. Hyraxes are relatives of elephants and dugong. Imagine such a small thing, a relative of an elephant. It's more of a joke.
You can compare
The size.
Ouch.
An adverb.
Guys, spellings. Nafa nirudi pronunciation class.
And
Adverb
they live
listed.
underground. This
Underground.
huge stuff.
Imagine underground, such a huge stuff. Guy, it's so huge.
Look at the mouth.
But you know it's its habitat, so golden rumped elephants shrew grass, inaitwa grass, is a member of the Afrotheria. I don't even know what that is. But it has a diet and a snout resembling that of a white-toothed shrew, which is not a relative. Most of these things are squirrels. Yeah, we're getting to learn new animals, new names of animals, scientific names. Maybe some of us know them in mother tongue, but thank God the museum has made us know the scientific names. We're still in the mammals corner. Elephants. That's a rhino.
Yeah, white rhino.
Antelope, mouse. What is that?
Wild
Bats.
dog.
Wild dog, yeah.
And it's an endangered species.
Yeah. People should learn to protect our mammals.
You're some mammal, so you should protect
Yeah, I always
yourself.
protect myself by sanitizing. We've sanitized. You remember there is COVID. COVID is real. We need to sanitize.
You don't want to die young.
We're too young to die.
Okay.
It's a rat. Imagine a rat. That rat that you always kill. But it's a crested rat. But I think these are wild rats. They're not the ones found in our home. These are horn. Guess. Which animal? Antelope. More of an antelope or
Antelope.
not antelope.
No, antelope.
As a cousin of an antelope.
Yeah,
The name.
the breed, interbreed, yeah.
Antelope and something.
And the horns are of different.
Yeah.
Like this is
Like
more black,
black.
like on a circular horizontal stripes. Hii nayo iko smooth. And it's shorter than this side. Porcupine.
Porcupine.
Oh, this animal is so fun.
Not even funny, scary. Imagine it will hurt you. Inakudunga.
I saw this is the small.
Hedgehog.
This is a hedgehog. Then this one's a porcupine. This one a rat. There's a
spiny
small
mouse.
rat here.
Extra small.
Yeah, too small. You know we are viewing them from the glasses, so maybe the view cannot be very clear, but at least we are trying. Then to the king.
king.
The king of the jungle.
King of the jungle.
They are carnivores. Carnivores just it's very real. And maybe then it was like when it was in a company. I don't even know the exact one, but then there's another small, tiny
Small carnivorous.
carnivorous here. It's called a caracol. Yeah, caracol. It's a cat species in eating birds, although it also eats small mammals. It has a long black legs that help it to jump into the air to catch birds as they take off from the ground, and large mobile ears for acute listening to prey in the grass. Imagine we can tame it because it takes birds.
angalia hadi
not.
Inakaa more of a cat.
Yeah, it looks more of a cat. Animals in the jungle. We brought the jungle to you live at the museum. Let's get to know the carnivores.
Some of them.
Yeah. Then on to the leopard. Very real. So cute.
So cute compared to the
And this is a male one.
This
It's
is
a male.
one.
Yeah.
From
It's a
behind.
male.
From behind.
Guess
Purple
what this is?
cat. It also feeds on birds and small mammals. It's a relative of other cats with well-developed carnassial teeth.
So
Meaning
you
we
can
can
tame
tame
it.
it because
Yeah.
it eats birds, but we're not advising you to tame it. We're not even sure. Maybe it can eat a mammal. It's a carnivore, remember. Then famous, greedy, fishy, hyena.
Ouch. Yani hadi iko na nyama.
Then least imagine it's so greedy to an extent, it also has meat here. Then the jackal are relatives of dogs and fox. The black-backed jackal eats small mammals, bats, and sometimes invertebrates and fruits. Famous, when you look at most cartoons as we were growing up, this was the black sheep in the jackal.
The jackal.
Then all of us have interacted with monkeys, maybe in one way or another. Trees, traveling, monkeys are always everywhere. And as you're traveling, carry a banana. Like banana, the real banana, not like a banana. You carry a banana that whenever you meet a monkey, feed them. They are wild animals.
Yeah.
And we still need them for our heritage. We are the monkeys. Sorry, our camera went off.
Chimpanzee.
So we are the chimpanzee. I don't know. Nimeshare mama ni chimpanzee. Yeah, chimpanzee. Chimps. As popularly known as Swahili word, by the way. We are telling you Swahili words. We've not been telling you Swahili words.
Binadamu.
Human, binadamu. This is
Oh,
You see
Jesus.
the chimpanzee.
someone to volunteer. Me can volunteer to be inside this glass so that you can come and view me. So on to the next. Warthog. Famous warthog. Warthogs are always small and they're always funny creatures. Like you can agree with me. Me, I find warthogs very funny and they're always very little. When you look at most documentaries, then they look like cornish. Let me look at the Swahili word.
But what was that?
Giant
Nguruwe
forest
mwitu
hog.
mkubwa.
Whoa. So this is the normal
Warthog,
warthog.
this is the common warthog. Ngiri, inaitwa ngiri.
And then
This
Nguruwe mwitu.
nguruwe mwitu, then this is the normal warthog. Ngiri, they're always very small. And they eat plants, they are herbivorous.
So you're safe around them.
Yeah, you're safe around warthogs. Who will not want to look at this? And it's a fossil of an elephant. So huge, yeah. Even you cannot move it, and so heavy. Rex elephant. On to this.
Whoa.
DP, you are DP. You are what's up, DP? A chimpanzee. Oh, not gorilla. I'm confusing myself.
the different.
Mountain gorilla. The Swahili word is.
And then this one
macaco
mostly is found
mlimani.
in Rwanda. I've
Yeah,
seen this in Rwanda.
Rwanda. We need to go to Rwanda.
Yeah.
Feeding require food to provide nutrients for growth and energy for reproduction and moving around. So most of our genes are very similar to these
this,
ones.
yeah.
You know? No wonder they are so similar to mankind. Look at the
The
face.
eyes, definitely.
And the brain capacity is
Oh, yeah,
almost
also
like
the brain capacity is almost like us.
the
Tunawapitia tu kidogo, no
the
wonder we
head.
are
Our head is slightly bigger,
slightly big. No wonder we are a bit.
almost alike. Which is the strongest mammal? Is it mammal as in?
Gorilla.
Is it a gorilla ama ni orangutan?
Gani?
Ni gorilla which is the strongest.
Okay.
So strong. Ukichezea.
Ukichezea, be sure of something else.
Whoa.
Look at this. What is this? When you're told even you won't know. Let us introduce it to you because I'm also shocked. Let's look at the name. It's a flying squirrel, but it has a scientific name, Lord Davis anomala. But it's a flying squirrel. It has a flap of skin between the wrist. As you can see here, a flap of skin between the wrist and ankle. It climbs up trees, helped by the scaly underside of its tail, and launches itself into the air, spreading the skin flap to help it glide and steering with its long tail. It lives in forests in Western Kenya. People from Western Kenya, we need to know what this looks like because it's found in Western Kenya. Then our famous birds, but birds are related with bad luck and stuff.
No, that's an odd.
It's an no, but even birds, yeah. And sometimes when you look at a bird, you're like, Those people that are still writing compositions, primary school kids, they should use birds. They're related with bird omen and stuff. Imagine they're the only true flying mammals. Only birds. Only true flying mammals. As much as some of us...
The flying squirrel.
The flying squirrel. But this is a true flying mammal.
True flying.
This
Oh,
is not a
it's like it's
mammal.
gliding, in a glide.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gliding.
Welcome to the tree. Let's see. We have an African giant squirrel. Can we locate it? African giant squirrel.
Maybe it's this one.
Which one? This one. Yeah. This one looks like a squirrel, African giant squirrel. The Kiswahili word is kuchakuro mkubwa wa Afrika. Kuchakuro mkubwa. It's ina chakura, like inatoa vitu kwa nini ground, ina gwara. Then to the brass monkey. Yeah, this one down here, the brass monkey. It doesn't have a Swahili word. We need to look for a Swahili word to give it. Then we look at the African palm civet. I don't know. Let's look at it. Fugo, nagwa, fugo. Imagine fugo. Like the normal fugo, inaitwanga squirrel. Now we have, it's an African palm civet. But imagine when you go to, there are pests, sindio? Pests. Like zinashikwangwa kwa nini mashamba because zinakula nini. Then koto. Let's know about a koto. It's a koto. It's a tailless pirate, mostly closely related to the bush babies. Bush baby. Maybe I will watch bush baby.
Kwa hivyo tailless. So this is the poto.
The poto. The other one was the
other one is
the fuko. Fuko is this one. Fugo.
The tail.
And here is it. Bush baby cartoon. Bush baby.
the fastest mammal.
Fastest. Dai Mungu. Cheetah.
The cheetah. So there's a difference between the cheetah and
The
the
leopard.
Yeah. Cheetah has
It's leopard, see leopard.
leopard.
You're not good at Nini.
Dictionary, walking dictionary. 𝐸𝐴. It's an antelope living in rocky areas. 𝐸𝐴. Ngurunguru mbuzi mawe. Hey, we need to know Swahili by the way. Ngurunguru mbuzi mawe, so funny.
Actually,
Then at the back, I love the background. Activities, you know. Kenyan are known for.
I bet that is Kasarani Stadium.
Kasarani Stadium.
Before, before it was recarpeted to a blue track. Yeah.
But it looks very good. We need to also support talent. If you can run. Go get gold for Kenya. Can you run? Let's look at you and see if you can run.
I'm too ready to run. I'm too heavy.
Naked mole rat.
This is the
Aardvark. And the naked mole rat, where is it?
small one.
It's so small. So tiny.
So it
But at least we can show you how it looks. It burrows
through the
soil.
soil.
Hey, let's
It's
take you
so
through
small,
its
but
journey.
it burrows through the
Yeah. Aardvark, and so big.
strong incisors adapted for digging. Yeah.
This one squirrel, the squirrel. The rat, mole rat. Guys, they look like squirrels until I'm tempted. They can lie to you.
Like they
Marsh rat. we've really talked about it. So basically, this is what you see when you first come to the museum. So beautiful. When you come to the mammal side, so entertaining, so exciting. So we are taking you to the next lot, and I think COVID-19 rules are also put into place, like caution. Remember, you should not touch surfaces. Then we have some places that are restricted that we need to walk systematic. So we are looking for an entrance to the next place. The wheelchairs, those ones who can use wheelchairs, you're actually using your path. We're sorry, but here is where you can use. Our path is there with the staircases and stuff. Learner Center, this is the first thing you see. It's a good place to take a photo.
Hey.
The view, the first thing you see, Central Bank of Kenya, Learner Center. We're basically going to look at our currency, money, and everything. Yeah. The Central Bank of Kenya governors. We need to learn and get the current one is Patrick Njoroge. We need to learn and get to such positions so that we are put on the walls of fame. Years later, your kids will come and see the first 50 years, our money, our currency. We'll just go through them faster because of time.
As of
This is a vault book, CBK vault book. A vault book was used by the central bank to keep a record of all cash transactions by commercial bank. The book was discontinued in 1996 when the bank's transactions were computerized. So it's good to go digital. Our information cannot be lost, but we still have some of the information here. 50 years Central Bank of Kenya. 50 shilling Mosai.
50 shilling.
It was gifted to the Central Bank of Kenya by the Currency Research to celebrate 50 years of the Central Bank of Kenya. So this is a life cycle. Let us take you through the life cycle of 100 shillings. From production to the last thing. We start with the white paper. I'm used to print banknotes, so it's basically used to print banknotes. Then to the cotton wool. It's from Western Kenya. Used to produce money.
You had to specify.
It's from Western Kenya.
It's okay.
Then to the brand new. No, after the two of them go through processing and stuff. There's the brand new note, but the current note is this, not this size. The current note has a different.
It's a different one, yeah. I guess they're not yet.
Something of this sort, but they'll update. I know they'll update time. Something of this sort.
But this is part of
It's
this
okay.
tree.
This is part of this.
Our kids will learn about them.
So here it's brand new and straight. Then we come here. It has touched so many hands. You know, we share money here and there, but it still looks attractive. It still looks very nice. Then amused but fresh. It's still fresh. Here, everyone has touched it. It has walked from
100%.
Kenya to where, western to central, north to south. Then it's shredded. I want to read this message because it's a sad message. I'm unusable now. I was taken to the Central Bank of Kenya where I was shredded into a big crate. I wish people would handle me with care. For me, it's the end of the road in the Kenyan economy. It's so sad. I've been shredded and bound into a briquette. I'm no longer a banknote. It's the end of the road for me in the Kenyan economy. We need to take good care of this money as much as we are sharing, and we need to make it survive. Imagine if it's dead. It's just made its death in the Kenyan economy. 1 shilling moja, guys. This is from back. 10 shillings, 20 shillings, 5 shillings.
But this is the current sarafu.
Yeah.
mpya, as in the one which
The
is
one,
used. Hazina pictures of
hazina pictures
presidents.
za presidents, hazina pictures za watu. This one has been updated. The 5 shilling, the
5
20
shillings has
shilling, 10 shilling, 1 shilling. But 1 shilling, okay, we always use them, especially at school. So this is it. I hope you can see it's clearer. Our president, 𝐼𝐴, the former president, he had his currencies. But I'm sure when our current president finishes his term, his wall of fame will also be kept here with his currencies. Moi, the late, but he was a good president, also had, here is it. Our first president, �Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, his currencies. May his soul rest in peace. So, yeah. Yeah. It was so good. 5. Imagine you're walking with a note of 5 shillings. 10.
50 cents, I guess. Wow.
Most of these things will come numbers zinaitwa ndururu ama penny, yeah. Independence currencies. Imagine this is what people used to use in the long time ago. Our flag, our Kenyan flag. We need to be patriotic and proud of who we are. We are Kenyans. Then the Queen Elizabeth currencies. Imagine most of us were not even born, we are not even known. But this is what people used to use. Some of our fathers, most of them. No, they were not yet born. Our grandparents. Look at it, it's the East African Currency Board. At least, it's clearer. It used to have the Queen. The Queen used to head us. Queen Elizabeth II took to the throne in 1952 after the death of her father, King George. So that is when our country was under British colonialism.
And the largest note was 100, bro.
Look at it, it was so wide. Even the 1,000 bob is not. Imagine all this is a knot. It's so wide. I wish we lived during these days, as much as colonists and stuff, but I wish we could live. Look at the currencies. It was so funny, but people could use them. King Edward currencies were first, then King George. But something similar with these notes, like the coins were with the whole katikati. Then it's like they're transforming pole pole. Imagine here it's a full coin. At least we are looking at the full coin at King George. At least there's.
And the largest note was
10,000, guy. 10,000. Imagine you have 10,000 in your hand.
Very big.
So big. I wish you people could see it like firsthand. You need to come to the museum and get to see it. We're only showing you what the camera can show you. Colonial currencies. Imagine 35 foreigns. It wasn't even called Kenyan shillings. Foreigns. East African portrait coin. We're still working. We are from the Central Bank of Kenya. It was good to know. It was nice knowing it.
History of M-Pesa.
The history of M-Pesa. I wish we could.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
And mobile transaction.
The lighting. I keep pardon us with the lighting.
It started 12 years. It's been used for 12 years. So 2020 minus 12.
Yes, 208.
208. But see, M-Pesa, that is M-Pesa, it's not Safaricom. Safaricom is 20 years, recently.
70% financial inclusion,
solving a social need. These are the reasons why it was in need.
And even it's more safer.
Especially now time ya corona where we don't have to. Okay, we handle cash, but you have to sanitize yourselves.
So it's much safer.
So money in Kenya, you can come, maybe you can borrow. We've not talked to them, we don't know if you can borrow. You can maybe the entire history of money, how is it going there in these books. When you come, maybe you can talk to the officials and see if you can borrow and read. But I don't think you can borrow, it's in the museum. We're still working through. We are still in the CBK. Me, what I love about this place is our flag, like the Kenyan flag. All of us know what the colors represent and stuff. What is this? Saving bank. So,
This is the ya kitambo.
like a safe, it used to be saved in a safe. But
So there was no bank.
there was no bank. History of banking, how banking started. It's more of like having a Jumbo Junior account is like you're going back to whatever banking started, how banking started. Yeah, or a Jumbo Junior account. Early trade, barter trade, whereby you exchange goods. Like here we have a goat. Maybe a goat could be exchanged with millet. Yeah, we have millet. Stone tool making. Turukana wedding. We need to go to Turukana and have to see how our wedding is conducted. But most of these traditions are becoming extinct because of people urbanization and stuff. But I really encourage people to do traditional as much as you do the white wedding. Yeah, early inland trade.
A goat is equivalent to 15. A pregnant cow is equivalent to 15 goats. One cow is equivalent to 3 goats, and a bull is equivalent to 6 goats.
Oh, this is how it was exchanged.
Yeah. Early trade.
Early trade, barter trade. Amazing, yeah.
3 goats and get
1 cow.
6 goats
A
and
bull.
you have to slaughter a bull.
Kisumu market. In those days, this is how it.
Now you can picture
You can picture Kisumu, the current and the old Kisumu market.
Whoa. A back cloth.
Yeah. Now we have towels.
And then this one is a pot.
Yeah.
Like
Inaitwa Isiongo,
Isiongo.
a narrow naked water pot with smooth roulette and scratched designs. Elephant treats. Early external trade. This is where walikuwa wanakuja na ships then tuna exchange beads, blah blah blah. Those people who have done history, it's a good place to get to know. Those people who did geography, you don't feel left out. You can come.
exchange with people, like
Yeah,
slave trade.
slave trade and stuff. These are early clothes.
Universal religion. This one looks
Turban.
like that for the
It's a headdress.
Hindu.
Yeah,
Hindu
yeah.
religion. And then this one's for the Muslim.
But
Kofia.
look at the turban. It's a headdress that consists of a very long piece of unstitched clothes wrapped around the head. It was originally associated with Indian coolies who came to build the Kenyan railway.
Yeah, mostly you can find
With the Indians,
Yeah.
Hindus. Then the kofia, background noise here in the museum. Then the kofia. Kofia is an it's an identifying piece of Muslim apparel worn by men from the Juma
Friday prayer.
prayers. Our brothers from Muslims will tell us more.
More of an
Ludwigcraft. This is what Ludwigcraft was.
It's called a meter.
It's called a meter.
Oh, mostly it's owned by Bishop, like for the 𝐴𝐶𝐭. Yeah.
No wonder we've associated it with, they've associated it with Ludwigcraft, who was a missionary.
Yeah.
We're still working.
We have to spin.
Also, we have this space.
Land.
What is a bank?
What is a bank?
What is a bank? Place where people keep and save.
Money.
Keep, save, and
The money.
why did the early coins have holes?
Hey. For storage. Hey. Name 2 security features of a knot.
Portrait watermark, security thread, serial number, see-through feature.
Secret features. Features like
so that it can
right now tunaweza na ni Simba, then hizo lines.
so that it's not fair. Because people are coming up with ideas.
Coins are used in Kenyan currency. 5 coins. 5 bob, 10 bob, 20 bob, 1 bob,
40 bob.
40 bob, 5.
What items were introduced
In Kenyan by early traders.
in color?
No, it's not orange. Yeah, that one. Beads, clothes, fish, spices. Yeah. Porcelain, wine. Si tumebaki na orange. When was Central Bank of Kenya?
1956.
Lunch on you.
1956.
19?
Kenyan Central Bank of Kenya. 52.
Ta-da!
66. Ouch.
You owe me lunch.
No, no, I wasn't for the deal. I wasn't for the deal. But that's when you owe me lunch. Welcome to Human Origin. The National Museum of Kenya has more than 350,000 fossils in its collection, and about 700 of these belong to ancient humans and tell the story of human evolution. Kenya is the only place in the world where fossil evidence can almost tell all our evolutionary history. I think it's something we should all be proud of,
Yeah.
being Kenyan.
Yeah.
Find out how fossils are formed and how they are dated. Discover the unique fossils that tell our evolution over the last 7 million years. Follow changing technology and tradition in the last 25 million years. Investigate if you're still evolving today.
So we can
So we
date.
can start the journey. Am I evolving? Can I see evolution happening? Will I evolve into something else? What do you think?
Yes.
You think you'll evolve into something else? That's what do you think?
Nah.
Me, I don't think we'll evolve
I
into
believe
something else.
believe in creation theory,
In
maybe.
creation theory.
Yeah.
So, we're looking at the
Kenyan
evolution.
scientists, they can say you can
You
evolve.
can evolve.
Yeah,
Two
we
types
can
of
still evolve.
evolution affect people today. These are biological and cultural evolution. But I think our cultural evolution is going to the negative side.
Yeah,
We need
yeah. To
conserve what we knew as our own. Most of us are going
Most
to
of the good,
modernization,
the good cultures, not all
westernization.
of them.
But with a museum, we can still come back and view what we had in our culture, what we have to know, what we don't have to know. Then the biological. Biological, I think, is the scientific one. Homo erectus, Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
These stones, actually, they are mostly found in rivers, not oceans, rivers, ndio?
Rivers, rivers.
Then I was told they transmit electricity, but si mtu aliniambia mbali ni dance on. So, malaria and sickle cell anemia. Let's look at these are diseases, different types of diseases. Yeah, evolution now.
So that's our HIV model.
Model, that's a HIV model. On evolution in action, plastic people. Around the world, you can see a lot of evidence of changing humans, but is this real evolution? Our jaws are getting smaller such that our teeth cannot fit. What are they called? Braces? Cannot fit on the jaw, and hence we need to have some removed by the doctor. We're getting taller and taller. Yeah, I'm taller. Some of us are getting fatter. However,
Fat and short.
These changes are not evolution, but they are caused by changes in the environment. We need to take care of our environment. Our environment is a really important part of us. Space shuttle. Who discovered the aircraft and stuff? The two Wright brothers, right?
Oliver Wright and Oliver Wright. No, Oliver Wright. The Wright brothers. Oliver Wright.
The space shuttle in the United States of America. Apollo space program, which was used by American astronauts in the late 1960s to take photographs of the moon and the earth. One day we'll go to the moon
The moon.
Yeah.
Because oxygen.
Tutakuwa na oxygen supplements. Cultural evolution. In the past, information was passed from person to person and down to generation by word of mouth. Then our traditions and knowledge depended on what our brains could remember. So basically, what Kitambo, they were very clever because imagine it's you remembering. Sai ukienda exam room unashindwa kukumbuka.
Lakini ilikuwa pia mbaya.
Then it was ilikuwa poa juu. It involved practical. The practical bit of it was so nice. Then the cultural evolution has seen the increasingly rapid development of technologies that help us survive by evolving new ways to store and pass information so that we do not just depend on our memories. This is the introduction of computer and stuff where our information, we have had this
to store
information, which is good because some of the people will forget. So because you can't forget, just go to the computer and get it on. It's still evolving, it's still in the evolution journey. All of us became the African man. He looks so real. He looks so handy. He looks like he's someone who can do things using
And
his
she
hand.
looks surprised.
He looks surprised.
Why?
But this one maybe is hiding from people, predators, animals that everyone wants to hunt. This one. Hunting, he's so tall. Then gathering, this is gathering. See your fruits. We depend on fruits to eat and stuff. And thanks to the African man. This one looks like he's more focused on something, not surprised. He's lost in thoughts. Yeah. He looks like African man. The real African figure. The real figure of a man.
Skulls.
These are skulls and they're telling us the evolution journey. We can find the entire of this journey in our history books. Model of a principal,
No,
which is all over.
oh, zishika journey.
Caution, guys. Coronavirus should go away. We have so many restrictions. This looks so beautiful. Hey! The animals, we are so cool. So cool. Mostly about the scars, different scars.
We started from the Homo habilis.
No, Ramepide cars.
I guess what happens if I tell you the whole evolution, as in the whole evolution, hizo stages zote, what happens?
You want a challenge. You don't want to be bought a sweet.
Sitaki sweet.
African homestay.
Hey.
A typical photography or a typical home when they're gone hunting. Some handy, we are all handy, some using stone tools, eating, hunting. They're just in the ground hunting. And I'm pleased to see women, men, like there's a position of everyone in this. We're still looking at the eggs. Like maybe they're looking for eggs there. The mom
at the
and dad.
nest.
There's a nest. They're looking for eggs to eat. Mom and the younger one and the kid.
So the kid is drinking
Something.
the stuff, the albumin and the yolk from the egg.
From the egg, yeah.
So they used to eat.
Raw, it was raw. They not discovered fire by then. Here, maybe they're cassavas or what, they're eating something.
From under the ground.
Then maybe they're looking at something, maybe they're seeing something coming. Their dad is there. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful environment.
It's a beautiful family.
Yeah, it's a beautiful family. Then the nature, like it looks like the savannah areas.
Yeah.
It's like it's so real.
It's so real. You think like you've been taken back to the olden days and you're part of the olden
And
days.
the grass is yellow.
Yellow, which is savannah. See your savannah plantation. And shrubs.
What did waleka hii nyasi hapa ndani aje?
I know it's really.
Ejoptopithecus, then tukaenda Homo habilis, Ramapithecus. Si ndio alikuwa alikuwa kwa
Australopithecus.
Si alikuwa tu
Alafu Australopithecus. Then Homo habilis.
okay.
That's
Sasa unaona basi yako huko best.
Fossils, you're still at the fossils site.
Whoa, you guys should see this space.
Wow, you should see this thing. It looks so beautiful. Yeah. It's so magnificent. And photos. Any people, our president.
The father of our nation.
We don't like that. Then I love the staircase. It's made of staircase.
With a mahogany such handles.
The world of fish, ocean, lakes, rivers. Basically, we don't have to do any explanation. We don't look at the fish. It's just fish. So I really want the fish stomach. And there are different types of fish. We are looking at the fish, different types of fish, and it has been made in such a way it brings the ocean life to real life. Different equipments that are used in
Fishing.
Let's start from here. We have this, but they're in our epithet, they're in our local languages. Like Turkana, this one. This one, that one, epithet. Then we have Ngono.
Coast. This is for coast.
Coast. Then we have Katuri,
Lake Jipe.
Where is it?
I don't know.
You see Oxbow Lake. If I'm not wrong, that's an Oxbow Lake.
Yeah.
Siko sure though.
Then there's Mkuki.
Siko sure.
Here, Mkuki. There's something
Ile
up
huko
here.
juu.
I think this is what was used wakienda kufish maybe usiku
to attract.
na lamp and stuff.
Because it has a lamp.
Then you can have a dish.
It's like a boat.
It's like a boat. It's still used in Lake Baringo. And it's so light, but we are told the light, these rafts are stable, varying in size and can accommodate 1, 2, 3. So the three of us can go and book one. Look at these.
What are they used for?
These ones. This one, you've seen like the Chinese fishing, like in documentaries. Old. Zinekongwa kwa maji, then fish zinakuja tu, zina swim through the holes. Then what is your height? Imagine a shark is longer than me, taller.
I'm also not
Imagine. Yeah. We are very short. See, come here. Yeah. You're short. So a shark. I think this is a shark. A small shark, then a big shark.
Mommy shark.
We have a shark.
Oh, the fish double-headed.
Oh, this one. Unique fishes. Imagine it's a double-headed fish.
2 heads. Like what the fuck?
Imagine it's a double-headed fish. If you meet such, you can run away. By the way, you can run away. So we are out of the land, we fish, the hollow fish. Cutting the hollow fish.
Can you imagine now you are fish, you're being caught.
We're looking at the circles of life. We'll go through them quickly, but we can start from here. Let's get to know what's a circle of life. Society all over Africa marks stages of life in different ways. Although the ways in which such stages are marked differ, they form a cyclic rhythm that could generally be divided into childhood, youth, adulthood, and ancestor stages. Each stage is marked with particular ceremonies and rituals. I think the stages like when you are a child, you'll be circumcised into adulthood. After adulthood, you'll be married to unakuwa family man. Sasa ukiingia adulthood unafaa kuwa married. After marriage there's death. Elder, and then there's death. So basically tunaenda through the children, utoto. Then these are the different things people could always wear and stuff. Kids, this is baptism of a child in the church. This is the modern way how things were done. But kitambo, when immediately a child is born, kuna kelele, elations, then wanampea jina, sindio? Then to the bags. Imagine we could always be carrying such bags, but then we have the modern bags. Yeah. But these are the traditional bags. They look so much beautiful and stuff. Then breastfeeding.
1 month.
What we use now, what was used in the early days. But I think early days, they majorly concentrated on the breast milk, not these supplements and stuff. Children, protecting the child. Oh, from witchcraft, blah, blah, blah. Zinafungwa kwa charms, kwa mkono, kwa kiuno. But there are some communities that still do the same.
A bicycle,
childhood. Oh, dolly. We should go back to these dolls. Yeah, people used to make their own dolls, then a bicycle. Okay, this was so creative. Imagine creating such a thing.
You can ride this bicycle.
Then I think these bows and arrows could teach a child, preparing them to be warriors later on in life.
What they use now.
We are still looking at what kids made, which is so, it's so magnificent, it's so creative, a ball.
Yeah, and they're it's recycling. They're using plastics to make them.
Yeah. Which means they are protecting our environment. Then the modern school, all of us can relate to this because 100 of us have gone through this and we're still going through the same.
But before they used to sit on a fire,
yeah.
Told them stories.
Their grandmothers would tell them, don't do this, do that.
The school.
That was what school was basically about. Then we are from children, we are now the youth. Where you have to be the warrior of the family. Before being the warrior of family, you're first initiated, circumcision. Like where I come from, Western Kenya, this is what they wear during circumcision.
Wow.
The boys wear this. Then we have this. Maybe me, I think this is from Maasai, Turkana, but the look of things. That head there, then these other things. Then after circumcision, you're initiated. You're given bow and arrow to become a warrior.
You can fight the enemy.
Then maybe you are good in music, blah blah blah. But mostly this becoming a young adult, you discover what you're good at. We have those that will become great musicians. We have those that will become great messengers using the bowls. We have those that will go to become elders. We have Grammys. We have those that will become warriors. Some will make these clothes for us and stuff. A picture of the Maasais and the Turkanas. Look at them. Now they are young adults. They're anticipating for what adulthood will give them to our modern stuff. I'm really impressed with this in support of alternative forms of initiation for girls. Imagine instead of initiating girls, we know the risk that girls go through because of initiation and stuff. But imagine if you make things, alternative things, like you can make such things where you are given, when you want to become an adult, you are given one as a symbol of an adulthood and other than being initiated and stuff, circumcised and stuff, which is good. It's a good initiative. Yeah. A typical African girl. Instead of wearing shorts and stuff, we could be wearing such things, which is.
But it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I think it was nice. We're finally done with the youths, attires of the youths and stuff. We're now moving on to adulthood.
Oh, now you're an adult.
Now you're an adult. What's next for you? Maybe these are the food. The food could be stored here. So,
Yeah,
milk. Then these buckets could use food and stuff. Then maybe marriage and gift exchange. These are the gifts you could be given when you're married. Then we are here. We are the headdress control. What people could wear. Those of us from the eastern region can know these attires. Then those of us from maybe Kikuyu, Luya, stuff. These are the attires you could wear
As elders.
as elders. Then wall ornaments. Now you're an adult, you need to decorate your home. You need to cook. You need to know how to get food and stuff. These are the things that you could use. Kiondo ama ni nini kifanywa hivi?
Uteo.
Hakuna language
In our
nyingine.
language usually call.
Rutara.
Tarata. Mimi these are carpets. I think we should go back to these carpets.
Hizo cups.
Easy carpets, sindio?
Oh, carpets.
See the carpets, sindio? Hizi bati watu tumia wakienda kupiga story nje ama kwenda park.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
These are still household leadership. Me, I'll really want to go back to the ancient days and become your leader. I'll sit on this chair. And
Wow,
stuff.
but it was decorated.
It was decorated. Leaders were given their own honor. Being a leader was a privilege. You're given priorities in vocation, in protection. These are charms. We had people who could pray for you, maybe if you are sick, maybe if they believe you are cursed, maybe if there's drought and you want your ancestors to drink food, the modern saloon and stuff. But still we have looking beautiful. Leaders, then the caption looking beautiful.
Wow, the shoes.
Yeah.
The sandals. So
Sandals. Okala. You see in my community we call this
Akala.
as Okala. As is Okala.
short sandals. So you could wear wood sandals.
Coast people.
Ati wood sandals. Oil guard. Fat
Ati
container.
mkudu ya maguta.
Hey.
So it was a oil guard.
Yeah, oil
Before
guard.
nini kitambo they used to nini oil from like walikuwa natoa oil wapi?
Groundnuts.
Alafu pia from animal fat
Animal
kama
fat.
sheep.
Yeah.
Sampa nyama.
We still at the musicals, we become adults.
Hey,
Recreation.
Men taking brewing.
Moratina.
Ours is busa. Changa. Not changa, busa. Where men could sit. Yeah, we had no female were not allowed yet. It was only a male.
It was only
drinks.
for male.
Yeah.
Allah anachapana huko juu. Na Masai.
Maybe
Masai Morans.
wanna bond. Others, others could bond through taking busa. Others could fight.
Oh, but life was so.
Life was so beautiful. Ancestors are those who died. Sindio? Mababu wahenga, but you could always remember them. Sindio?
Yeah. Kaya teddy bear. They used to have a
I
teddy
don't think this teddy bear was there.
I'm wondering.
A shrine. Shrine ni religious.
Yeah, so this was the religious thing.
Shell kama ile ile shell.
Oh, where did you
Hadi
get
mimi
it
niko na
from?
kaa hiyo.
Mlitoa wapi mniambie ama ni charms?
Mombasa. We're still looking at the shrines and what is happening in the shrines. People being prayed for. Guys,
This was the
but they used to believe maybe these were their gods, these were forms of their gods and stuff. Then finally, people die. The circle of life tunamalizia hapa death. But this is the modern death and stuff.
yeah. R.I.P. You're still moving. Mmechoka, tumetembea.
Na tumechoka.
So the next time ni
The next stop ni
tulipita hivi. Oh, we are restricted, so you can't go past that. But it's a photography.
Yeah. So let's
Pause.
on to the birds. There are so many, so going through one by one becomes so hectic. Sindio? So we look at different birds. Maybe the only thing, we're only showing you what you can see when you come to the museum. So it's up to you to come, arrange for a day. It's good to come and know the different birds. You can look at the different eggs. Like it's eggs of a yellow-throated sand goose, imagine. And you know we are so tired, but anyway, it's for us. We can, yeah, we can show guy. Oh, well, it's so big.
That you can't even imagine.
Aki nini? Nitwa nini? Kini nini?
Lakini kuna different
Any
sizes.
eggs?
Shadow.
Oh, shadow.
Pardon me, the shadow. It's because of the lighting, but here we can here. Look at the eggs, the way they're so big and all. It's so enormous. Then back to this. We'll show you the different birds we know, but all in all, we'll walk you through. Have you ever seen this bird? Hornbill.
That makes
Noise. No wonder it has a big mouth. Like the beak, not mouth, beak.
Whether we used to learn in primary.
Primary, noisy hornbill. These birds are so beautiful and they're so small and some are so big. You can't even imagine it's the bird you always talk about. Utatoka hapa usiku.
Unless
Yeah, or unless umekuja ku research about birds.
crane, chicken crane is already.
Look at them. What is this? Bustard.
Largest of the African bastards and a well-known species in East Africa. And when walking backwards and forward, sway of the head is not a sway of the head. And the alleged speckled winged bastard. It's found in North Turkana.
And there's so many. No wonder we can't go through them one by one. But these ones are red. This one will tell you. These ones are red in the home and they're so beautiful. Yeah. They look like flowers when you rear them at home. Look at the great bird migration. This one we can show you. Like we can take our time and look at it. But
the birds
migrated. But it's good for you to come personally and get to know the different birds and how they migrated. This is just a picture. And if you decide to go through all these birds like one by one, there are so many. What's this? An eagle. Look, it's so big.
You can't even imagine an eagle that flies. You see it's small. Then you come
This one looks like it's looking at you. Hey, you are here.
the wings. Wow, they can just pounce on you.
Birds and their different nets.
So different birds have different nests.
Then look at this one. This one big. It's so big. It can even carry you. Look at the mouth. It's so big. There are other vultures here and they're so big. Eagle. They are not vultures. They're eagles. But they look. They are cousins.
Eagles.
Yeah. Imagine we're still in the birds corner. It's so huge and the birds are so many. Look at these birds, they're so big. No, we're just passing through them. Vultures, you're still looking at the vultures. Marabou Stalk. I bet if there's anyone that learned with me in the same primary school, the name Marabou Stalk should ring something. Look at the eggs. But there's another egg, ostrich egg. We want to see an ostrich egg. Look at this bird.
Pelican.
Okay, we are told we should appreciate nature, but it looks more of ugly. Appreciate nature.
Some people express it. Very different.
Very different. This is the egg. Imagine this, the whole of this is an egg, an ostrich egg.
And the cheek of
Ostrich egg, it's so big.
it's like the head
And
of
look
a
at the
person.
cheek. Wow, it's so big. But we are done with the birds and stuff. I wanted you to show you some.
Na kuna vile classified section ile ya art. This video should be the art.
I should bring the art, but hapo kuna restrictions. Yeah, there's also another place kuna ya art, but hatungechukua video, so you should just come to the museum to see them. Look at this, where different birds are found. Wacha tuanzie huko juu. This is a Kenyan map. Like hii ni Kenyan map. Yeah, hapa unaweza ona, si ndio? Where different birds are found to down here. Let's take a walk with you and you can see. We are still in the borders. This side there is no. Tuko na moja hapo, ingine hapo juu. Then hapa katikati kuna mingi, so this one you can come here. These are the different places and the different birds are found here.
What does this mean?
It's more green or green.
Yeah,
More green.
here's the name.
Parks and
Key.
reserves.
Parks and reserves, then lakes, important bird area, official protection, important bird area, no official protection. So those ones zenye ziko na orange ziko na official protections. So mkienda hapo mnajua maybe you will pay and stuff, but this is a red ni place yenye unaenda tu kuona.
Oh, we should visit also.
You should visit. This is a birds of East Africa. This is, and we'll not read through. We are so tired, but you can read through. You can pause and read through it.